Welcome back to Caffeine Confessionals. Get ready for another Expresso shot player preview. 5 things you need to know about Nany Gonzalez. Number 1, Nany is closely approaching 10 years on MTV. The Real World Back to Las Vegas debuted on March 9, 2011, and if Nany makes it all the way to the end of this season, she will have hit her anniversary at some point. Nany is someone that people have rooted for a decade because even though she isn't the best player, she's the most human competitor. There's something about the way she acts that is just really authentic, where Nany's poor choices are almost reflective of our poor choices in real life. We all have the friend that we shouldn't be friends with, the ex that we just hung up on, and just, drunken moments that we regret. Nany is just human. It's just something that I can relate with, that you can relate with, and if you don't get it, then I'm sorry that your life is too perfect. Number 2, in terms of stats, Nany is 31 years old. She has competed on 9 seasons of the challenge, making one final where she finished second place on Free Agents. Her elimination record is 3-9, and people like to make fun of her for it. It's not fair to her because she has 4 exile wins from Battle of the Exes 2 that just aren't counted at all. On top of that, she has 3 really suspect elimination losses. One of them being the elimination loss on Battle of the Seasons where Alton just gave up on her. If Trishelle goes in that elimination set and loses, her and Dustin make a formidable pair, probably go to the final, maybe even win that season. On Rivals 3, she kind of gave up on her elimination against her own cousin, where she could have easily physically bodied her cousin, and her and Wes would have made it to the Final 4, and I don't think they would have won that season, but there's also a good shot they make the final there, probably finished in second place overall. And then on War of the Worlds 1, Nany came up short against Georgia in an elimination where it was just kind of BS. It was a poorly designed challenge that was just Turbo versus Georgia. And if Nany wins that, she likely coasts to Final 5 as she had a good social game. And from there, I think she would have beat Davon and Maddie in that final purge. So there's a good shot that Nany could be like a 4-time finalist with a career 5 and 6 elimination record. And we'd look at her as like a completely different player. But because she doesn't have those accomplishments, she gets buried and treated like a player that she isn't. She's a much better player than she gets respect for. Number 3, Nany has great alliances this season. She has a ride or die in Leroy who always have her back. And because Leroy always has her back, she likely will have Cam on her side this season. While they had animosity on War of the Worlds 2, that was more of a Kara issue. Now that Kara is out of the picture, I believe Cam and Nany will be very close this season. On top of that, Josh has her back. Kaycee is a loyal ally as well, and it's her number 1 female ally. They are powerful allies to have. They can make plays together. They can strategize. Last season, people were like, oh, Nany has Jenna and Kayla. And Jenna and Kayla are her best friends, but they weren't her best allies. They made plays that hurt her individual game. So this season, I think Nany is set up pretty damn well. Number 4, strengths and weaknesses. Nany is almost like a video game stock character where she is just completely balanced. She has some things she's below average in, like puzzles and swimming, but as a whole, she's either average to slightly above average in almost everything, whether it be cardio, speed, size, strength, heights. Everything she does, she's just across the board good at. In the modern challenge world where purges are abundant, Nany is never someone you have to worry about in a purge because she's never going to come in last place. The problem is, she's also not going to come in first place in a lot of challenges. And I think that's one of the reasons why she loses eliminations. Eliminations generally play to an individual's strength or skill. And because Nany doesn't have any highly skilled attributes, it's something that she just falters in because other people have that advantage. Number 5, Nany generally thrives in a partner environment. If you ever watch Free Agents, you'll notice that the people who get partnered with Nany are consistently surprised by her abilities. This even goes for last season with Total Madness. People are just shocked that she's able to keep up with the best players at times. And part of this is that Nany has tons of potential. She's a natural athlete. She's got good size. The problem is that she doesn't view herself that way all the time. It is this quality of Nany's that I find remarkably admirable. Because if you've ever been in a group project where you're the dumbest person and you just want to try your hardest so that nobody knows that you're the dumbest person, Nany feels that insecurity all the time, and it's why when she gets partnered with someone else, she plays her best. She plays her potential. Can Nany win? There is a non-zero shot. she needs all the things to align for her perfectly. For example, if Kaycee and Nicole Z make it to the final and they can't do a puzzle, and the not being able to do a puzzle completely sets them back and gives them time penalties, that gives Nany an avenue to winning. Cam, very strong player, but she's not a great swimmer. If there is a huge swimming portion and she falls behind there, then that gives Nany an avenue to win. It's little stuff like that. It's where you see the strong players who make it to the final, but they have a glaring flaw that could set them back, and Nany's overall balance will just shoot her forward. Winning a final requires balance, and Nany has that. It just, does she have the strengths to beat someone who is across the board good at everything? No, I don't think she does. And that makes me sad because I love Nany. And she's one of my favorite reality TV characters ever because, again, there's just something so human about her that I just want her to win one day because it would be like me winning one day. Please like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully you like this video. Come back tomorrow for the next one.